Welcome to the biggest show in the world, Sports Bettors TV.
Growing like a fungus and spreading like a virus, this is the hashtag SBTVNation. What's going on, people? You are listening to Sports Bettors TV and SportsBettorsTV.com. This is the Mad Hatter, and I'd like to welcome back first my boy, The Dream. What's up, kid?
Ole, 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 ole. Yo, your boy is killing the soccer.
Oh, I know. It's been awesome, man. Good for you, kid. I'm glad you. Glad you
got my cleats on. I've been playing my football. Football. Where you at?
Oh, no doubt. And I got my boy, the evil genius, on the line. What's going on, Playboy?
Yo, what's going on? I'm sure by about, 2:30, 3 o'clock, some cats were looking for my address last night. We just started off, and I thought I was about to be rolled up in a bloodbath of epic proportions. But, we came back, ended up finishing 5-7 against the spread. We lost those two money lines as well. But we ended up taking a 3-unit, 3-team teaser. So we're down a unit on the day. So I guess when you got that many insane plays, that ain't bad. So I'm just happy we did. I thought for a while there we were getting shut out. I was pacing the whole house, kid. I couldn't sit down. I was like, I just got to get out of here. I'm drinking at 2:30 in the afternoon. Brutal.
Well, hey, man, you know what? I'm glad you made a good comeback there, man. But myself, I was very careful yesterday. Went through all the games with you, Dr. Dan, picked out 4 of them, and I didn't have to sweat any of the games at all because I was laughing the entire time. I was up 30 points in one game, 20 in the other, 10 in the other, 15 in the other. I was just laughing. I had money lines. I had no spreads to worry about, kid, and I hit, and I went pretty heavy on my parlay, man, just because, you know what, I got tired. I was losing one unit. I said, you know what, let me go a little heavier on this play because, you know what, we talked about it for an hour and a half. I said, I got a pretty good feel on these 4 teams. And sure enough, I didn't have to worry about anything, kid. So I love being in that predicament. And I'll be honest with you, I want to be in that predicament time and time and time again. So, Dream, you got a little bit of Cousin Pete's soccer going, huh?
Yeah, actually, Cousin Pete gave out the Real Madrid. I thought I had played it wrong, and apparently I had played it right. I thought he had given out team total Real Madrid, and I thought I had taken team total, but apparently I didn't. My man Rich C had given me Arsenal over 2.5 as well. So I threw that in with the Suns actually Friday night, late night, in a 3-team par. So I wake up in the morning, I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, I didn't hit these because they're team totals, and neither team scores any points. I'm out at the grocery store doing my thing, walking around, going crazy. Come back home, sign into the website, go and look, and on my books, my account is blown up. I'm like, whoa, what happened? So I'm thinking they made a mistake. So I'm trying to call to withdraw my loot because I'm like, yo, they made a mistake. I'm going to try to get this money out of there before they can figure it out. But I go in and look at the history, and sure enough, I had hit the parlay that I had played the night before, and big ups to my man, Cousin Pete. And that's at Football Money for the soccer, and my man at November 282014, and that is my man Rich C, and that's my boy. Me and him kick it all the time. We do a little bit of hockey, we do a little bit of soccer, we do quite a few things. And hey man, listen, I want to talk to you guys about one thing. We've been betting. We were betting baseball. We rolled right into NCAA college football. We rolled right into NFL football, all right? And now we're changing gears right into hockey, basketball, college basketball. You know the only thing we haven't done in here in this whole thing? You know what we haven't done? We haven't taken a damn break, all right, to smell the roses, okay? So let me tell you what I did yesterday. I won my little play and said, wow, you know what I did? I shut down all my stuff and just took a minute to relax and relish and smell the roses of being having some successful wagering. Guys, you got to sit back and enjoy it a little bit, because if not, it's got to be a little bit of a cutoff point for you at some point. Otherwise, you're just going non-stop with it.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it's definitely day to day. I mean, we are doing the show 7 days a week. So, and I know that there's people out there that listen, maybe 3 days a week, 2 days a week, 7 days a week, 6 days a week. You know what I mean? But, that's why we're here 7 days a week, because there might be some guys that just sit back and say, hey, I got blown up and I want to take a break, or vice versa, like you, that want and don't want to give it back. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? I also felt like a junkie yesterday because I was dying to put plays in. The Celtics were calling me. The Kentucky was calling me. All that stuff. And I'm like, dude, relax. Can you just chill for me? Because I never really, you guys don't know, talking about this every day too on the show, it requires a little bit of amount of discipline for us as well, as this is, a highly addictive a game that we are getting involved in here. And only thing I'm just saying is, I'm not saying that you gotta stop necessarily per se, but at some point, you need to realize, hey, you've been going quite a bit. We've been going real hard right now, guys, since the end of we've been going on fire strong since the end of baseball with the gambling. You know what I'm saying?
All
And
day.
it does require your attention. It requires you to get involved in it. It requires you to, set some other things aside in your life and give this some attention. So at some point, you guys need to maybe, shut it down for a minute, or slow it down, or just pull back, or bet really light at a number or figure that you don't care that you can check at the end of the night. That's my only advice I'm giving out.
Dream, this is my new Vegas anthem right here, kid. This one's crazy, dude. little Akon and Pitbull, dude. It's nuts. Dan, what you got to say about that? Do you care to elaborate with your 13 games yesterday?
Yeah. So a lot of my gambling, because anybody who knows, obviously, that's my strongest sport. It's what I know the most about as far as statistics and how they match up to wins and losses and things like that. But, a lot of baseball, you take a lot of games certain days. You got like number one pitchers, number two pitchers, you look for matchups. So you might have a lot of games during a day. That doesn't scare me. Like college hoop, we ended up, like I said, we ended up down a couple units yesterday. But, all I'm saying is bet within your means, guys. I'm no college hoop capper. I'm not even a baseball capper. Look, I'm saying I won a lot of money last year in baseball. I'm doing all right in college hoop this year. But this is how I unwind. This is how I relax, how I have fun. I got 13 games. I love flipping back and forth between the TVs. But here's the thing. I'm still playing with my kids in the middle. I'm not trying to stress over everything, because I'm not wagering enough where if I lose everything, it still ain't affecting my life, guys. It still ain't affecting my life.
That's dope, Dan, because if I got 13 plays in, trust, the house is on lock. I threw everybody the hell out. I got the iPad going, the computer going, the kids' little iPad minis going.
Same here, bro.
3 to 5 TVs on.
I do. I got a bunch of TVs going. I got the cell phone going with, ESPN watch. I got all of it going. But here's the thing, my little girl wants to go build blocks and castles. We do it right in front of the TV. We build it. And half the time she just wants to lay down with me and watch the hoop game anyway.
Dan is a controlled addict.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, I'm saying, guys, it's like this to me, especially on a Saturday, like you'll see a lot of times during the weeks, I might have a play or two, but I never play Fridays anymore because the college hoop ticket's so big on Saturdays. I'm not saying that I might not have a little bit of an issue, but that's what I'm saying, guys. You want to tell me. If you don't. Like, I don't care. Just know that I'm not a capper. I'm doing this for enjoyment purposes only. If my mortgage was on the line here, you guys would not be seeing me make plays. But it just is what it is, and I just hope that, you guys are control gamblers. Like, I know that that's kind of an oxymoron, but like Green said, if you feel like you've got to lay off, I know a lot of you cats are all or nothing, and I've been there. I've been there in my life where it's all or nothing.
You know who I'm watching out for? I'm scared of. I don't want the dude, all right, that right now got his last Geno.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? The dude with his last Geno right now, shaking and sweating, and it's 30 degrees below zero outside, and he's hot, sweating with a shake, talking about some. I'm getting what Dizzle's playing today for the whole thing.
Yeah, no. That's not what we're about here. Nope, not at all.
Taking one of my plus 10,000 plays, for his last Geno.
nigga put in a 30-team parlay for a Gino looking to hit 30 million.
Yeah, right. To pay the bookie off. Yeah, no doubt. No.
And guys, like, you know, I'm all about just having fun with it. You know, it's like I like playing what I call lottery picks. You know, like you got 13 games that you like, throw $1 on it. I mean, what's $1? And you know, if you win a G off $1, I know half of you are going to be kicking yourselves and I should have put $100 on it, but. You know, just have some fun with it. Try and understand. It really is for enjoyment. And if you got an issue, you know the GA number.
No doubt.
Definitely.
And now that we're over with the church segment of the show,
yes,
we'd like to move on now into gambling.
We'd like to move on to some gambling here. Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to pass the ties basket around for everybody. Say hallelujah.
Oh, wow.
What's up, SBTV Nation?
What
It's your boy.
Wake up.
Back on the ones and twos. Big ups to my man, Damon Dazenberg, the MOB, Rich C, the first lady of the fake fan, my boy James, APB, Phillies Picks, Papa Smurf. What's up with your blue behind, boy? Queen of Odds, Hockey Immortal, Vince Parker, Randy Lockhart, Tadeo, my boy Crush the Bookie, Tony Enab, Sports Attack, J-Cast, Sin City, Maverick, Premier Sports Company, my boy Ben, Rick Lopez, Clown Man Swag, Smokey Rodriguez, Nicholas J, OJFB Dank, and so many more. Who you with, gang?
All day, man. I want to give a special shout out to my boy Ed Cano. I think I pronounced it right. Cano Sports. You know, his father's you know, a little under the weather, man. You know, they're trying to make it out to Vegas, and I just want to give a big special shout out to my guys out there that listen to our show. Guys, listen, you know what? Hey, Pops, get well soon, player. We want to see you out there, man. We want to see you rocking and rolling with us and, you know, coming out to Vegas, man. But if not, if you can't make it, I know you'll be in spirit with us, and we just wish you a speedy recovery, my man. I got R. Lope out there. I got 5-1 who's been cashing tickets all day long ever since the Ohio State University laid it to smack it down in the college football. I got Jason.
Why you want to bring that up?
because my man cashed on it. That's why.
Why you want to bring that up?
Hey, I tried to get you off the Ducks play. I don't want to hear it. I got Jason Riley, Eddie E, P for Prez. I got Scotty King. I should have known
better than betting on a team with a name like the Ducks.
Got Scotty King all the way in Columbia. C. Rodriguez Jr., Buster Carr, Wicked Odds, Ian Whitehill, OJFB, The Six Pick, Steve O, Rich Z, what's up? Hockey Immortal, what's going on, Playboy? Abe, Caveman, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a minute. Clown Man Swag, J-Cast, Ben, the Top Tennis Capper, The Cheese, Snoopy Bets, It's Woots, Sir Mata, and the list goes on and on. Guys, we got a lot to talk about, man. Yesterday, just before we get into the gambling stuff, and my man Papa Smurf's been wrecking the college hoop, by the way. In case you guys,
God.
He's been wrecking it.
Been on fire.
Just so you know, man, I was going back and forth a little bit with the Vegas names, the people that are coming to Las Vegas, and let me just tell you, man, it's just nice to actually get involved in it when my assistant's not doing it, just to really get my fingers on who's going and all that. And it's just really cool just to see, like, you know, who the SBTV Nation is and just feel the energy from the emails. Just people saying, I can't wait. I can't wait to meet you guys. I can't wait to get out there. Guys, March 20th through the 22nd, 2015. In case you don't know, we're coming to the MGM Grand Casino live. Sports Bettors TV, the biggest show in the world, is coming to Las Vegas. We have some hotel rooms left. Okay, we have some hotel rooms left, so do me a favor. You got to email me right now, sbtvvegas2015@gmail.com. It's sbtvvegas2015@gmail.com. Hit me up, teaming up with the Queen of Odds on this. We are rocking and rolling, and we got to fill up the rest of these rooms. We got 100 rooms blocked, and it's sick. And I can't wait to just get out there and rock and roll, dude. So
no doubt. And bring your credit cards for me, because I'll be selling the cricket packages out there, and the keep the hate alive package, and we'll also have church on Sunday, maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna bring the basket to pass around. You know,
church. If you want to get up to some debauchery, you guys, you just roll with me. But I gotta say, you know, I know everybody, and I love the love that we're getting. That everybody's so excited to come out. And I just want to say that I think if this speaks for all of us. I think we're excited as you guys, because, you know, it's you guys out there in the nation that make this thing fun, that make this thing go. everybody who's hitting me up, you want to have a drink, whatever. Hey, I'm an approachable dude. You guys will know where I'm at. We'll be having many a drink.
Yes, absolutely. So, what you boys want to start out with first?
Well, real quick, I just want to say, and Scott Weaver just tweeted this out, but this happened early this morning. R.I.P. to Dean Smith. Dean Smith, famous hoop coach, Tar Heels, passed away this morning.
Oh, okay.
So,
thoughts and prayers are with the family over there, guys.
For sure.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's get into this, guys. Rick Lopez, thank you very much for that nice, lovely Sunday photo. I appreciate that.
Bring her with you to Vegas.
Yeah, bring her to Vegas. Yeah. Oh, man. All right. So I say we get into college basketball first because I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm feeling pretty good about it.
I'm feeling good too. There's 5 games.
Dizzle, we gonna throw some chains on your plays today. We gonna chain up a few of your plays.
Yeah, hey, we're chained up. We got 5. We got 5 plays. We got 5 college hoop plays. That's it.
About to call you the evil Dr. Frankenstein.
Hey, I just put parts together and make a living creature out of it.
Oh my God! All right, there's 17 games on the ticket today. Okay, and there's there's only 2 top 25s, but we're gonna get started with the 1 o'clockers. Do you want to go through all of these guys? What are you thinking? I mean, I got no.
I can let you know by time where I'm going. The first game that I got is a 1 o'clocker. And again, it's an alma mater play. It's a revenge game, Rob, so you should like this.
Oh, Quinnipiac.
Quinnipiac. The first time they ever lost to Niagara, they gave up 105 points at Niagara. That is ridiculous. They scored 100 themselves. Niagara's won 4 games all year. Coming back into Quinnipiac's building today, I think they get smoked.
All right.
Dr. Dizzle out the gate with the junkie play. I love it.
Yes. All right. Take it over.
I got special love in my heart for Quinnipiac. We know we never bet with our hearts, but this is definitely, I know this team, and in a revenge spot, Quinnipiac looks real good here, and they've been playing good basketball lately, boys. I mean, they just really took the Monmouth by 20 points. Obviously, that Niagara loss that happened on February 1st is bad. They're not a great road team, but at home, they are a pretty dominant team at home. So I expect them to get it done.
All right. I want some props for something. I'm a very humble guy, and I never ask for props. But let me tell you guys something. First of all, I told you not to take Yale because Harvard was a really strong team, and Harvard did beat them. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, I told you that Kentucky, Florida was going to be an absolute stomach ache. And you know what? I had a feeling. Dude, I don't know, man. I had a feeling that game was going to be tight, and Florida may end up beating them. And it was close till the end, dude.
It was close to the end. I thought, Kentucky had a couple stretches where I thought they were going to pull away. And then they would just do, the dumbest thing. Throw the ball away, step out of bounds, something that they just, but that's why Kentucky, what last night is, it shows why they're so good.
Dude. Listen,
crazy hostile environment, and they still find a way to pull it out.
You know why they won? I'm going to tell you exactly why they won that game. 20 for 21 from the free throw line, dude.
There you go.
20 for 21 from the free throw line. If that doesn't happen, that game is a wrap.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And what's amazing about that is they got their big men shooting free throws like, they're shooting guards.
Yep, absolutely.
You know what, though? Here's the thing with Kentucky, all right? They know they're dope. They're going to beat you however they got to beat you, whatever night it is. If it's, I got to play defense different, they're going to do that. If it's, we got to make our free throws tonight, we're going to do that. They're going to beat you however they're going to beat you. I watched the game last night. I kind of giggled at the beginning of the game because, I'm watching Florida play their tail off, and I'm watching Kentucky look silly and make every mistake possible. Yet, every time I look up at the score, Kentucky is within 3 points of them. You know what I'm saying? It's like they let them get out. It's like, you know what it's like? It's like when you go jogging with your 5-year-old, all right? You let them get out, you know what I mean? To about a quarter mile in front of you a little bit, and then you smoke them to catch up to them. And that's what it was like watching Kentucky, Florida last night. I never was in doubt that Kentucky was going to win that game. As far as them covering the spread, that was the tricky point. And like Dan said, at a couple of points, I felt like Kentucky could have pulled away if they would have just battened down and tightened it up a little bit more, and they didn't. So they missed the push by 1 point, and they missed covering the spread by 2. But you know me, as far as I'm concerned, you guys should have money lined that game. You should have had Kentucky on the money line.
All day. And a big ups to the San Francisco Dons for playing Gonzaga down to the wire.
Yeah.
Wow. That was a crazy game.
Man. You know, everybody's so hot on those Zags. Everybody's so hot on them. They play in a terrible conference. I mean, you know, they're getting close games from, you know, Santa Clara and San Francisco. And, you know, I mean, come on, man. Get off the Zags. I mean, the fact that they're number 2 to me is a joke. You know, I was watching that Kentucky game, and I don't know if you guys caught it. My dad and I almost pissed our pants laughing watching that game because, you know, they're saying Gonzaga can hang with this team, can hang with Kentucky, can hang with Duke. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah. Hey, my man Chris Corey said, stop typing, guys, because you can hear everything on the keyboard.
That's not me. I thought that was actually you, Hatter. I don't type at all. But the thing about about Gonzaga is don't ever give 13 points to a Don.
On the road, too. No doubt.
If you can read between the lines, don't ever give 13 points to a Don.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. All right, so going back to the meat and potatoes here, going back to this Niagara at Quinnipiac. Niagara's 4-18, dude. Yep. They're 2-4 against the spread in the last 6 games and 1-10 in the last 11 games. Where Quinnipiac, number 1, they're shooting free throws at a really high percentage. Number 2, their rebounding is pretty dope.
Number 1 offensive and defensive rebounding team in the country right now.
But what surprises me is they're only 12-10. So their execution is not all that, surprisingly. So their field goal percentage must be pretty lame, though.
It is. It's 395.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll do it. Quinnipiac is 4-2 straight up in the last 6 games. Taking a look at this, let me see what I got for a line here on this Junkies Delight of the day. Taking a look at this. Quinnipiac is minus 12.5 against Niagara, so I don't see much value there. Under over anywhere from 133.5 to 134. Dan, you're taking a minus the points.
Yes.
Oh God. Oh.
Yes.
All right, guys. You might be on your own island with that.
Disclaimer: these plays are for entertainment value only. Dr. Dan.
That is the disclaimer. I'm not. You know. Hey, look.
Don't forget the disclaimer, baby.
I'm talking about a team that, first off, the field goal percentage has been much better as of late. They rebound better than everybody. This is a straight up revenge game. You know, Quinnipiac, has a chance to go into, their little tournament, getting a pretty decent seed if they can win a few games here, and they have a pretty decent schedule down the pike, and they're gonna really take care of business here.
Right. Straight up, what do the Quinnipiac cheerleaders look like?
Well, when I was there, the basketball cheerleaders were dope. I knew a couple of the basketball girls. I mean, dude, when I was there, Quinnipiac was rated number 3 in Playboy for hottest girls on private.
Okay, all right.
That's good enough. All right, we got.
20 years ago, we'd be down there together.
We got we got Michigan and Indiana today at 1:00, guys. So taking a look at this game now. Michigan is on the road. Indiana is minus 7.5 to 8 points. Under over is anywhere from 136.5 to 137. This Michigan team is, how can I put this? Pesky. They're very pesky.
They started off terribly, and they're okay. They just hang in there.
They're pesky at home.
Yeah.
At home. I've been looking at this game. I really like Indiana in this spot. This has actually turned out to be over the last few years a tad bit of a small little rivalry. Not really, but a little bit. Indiana, I like them in this spot. I think they get it done. They're trying to get their season, in the right direction and a little bit of consistency and build a little momentum as they are trying to get ready, prepare for March. I think Indiana can get a win here. This should be a big game for them. I think the fans will come out. The atmosphere will be somewhat electric, and they will be on national. This is a national televised game, so they'll kind of be up for this game. I think they got Michigan today.
All right, taking a look at it, and you're right, Dream. Michigan is 2-5 straight up in the last 7 games on the road.
Yeah,
I mean,
if you look at the stats too, everything screams Indiana. I mean, everything screams Indiana. I mean, they're ahead in every statistical category offensively, but defensively, they really haven't been that good either.
No, they haven't.
I
agree with that. But they played some good teams though, Dan.
Yeah,
so
they did. They played
agree.
Wisconsin last time,
agree.
dude.
And I agree with everything you say, Dream. I 100% agree. The thing is I've just been bit by Indiana too many times this year. That's why I'm not taking it. But, I do agree with you. I think you're right. Michigan on the road is not Michigan at home. And Indiana should take care of business here. But I've just been snake bit by them, so I'm going to stay away.
Taking a look at this, Indiana's 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games at home and 4-1 against the spread in those 5 games when playing Michigan. Last 5 games playing Michigan, they're 4-1 against the spread. So I don't know, man. I haven't watched enough Indiana basketball to make me want to bet against this pesky Michigan team. I'll be honest with you. They should win the game. I think you're out of your mind giving points. 7.5 to 8.
I don't give no points.
I know.
You guys know when I talk about a team, at this point, I think we've established a relationship already. You know how I get down. If I am going to give points, I will let you know, because I have given some points in some spots as we hit last week with some. But listen, I like Indiana today. I actually like them a lot. They are part of a money line parlay that I'm going to probably get involved with. And I like them a lot. This Michigan team, I hear you, but not today, and not in Indiana. And Indiana needs this. They need this win. This is a win Indiana needs to have. And I actually wouldn't have a problem with you giving points. If you had to give the points, though, my real recommendation would be buy it down to if you don't want to money line it, buy it down to 4. Maybe even shop it at 5.5, but just to be on the safe side. But I see Indiana rolling in this game. I really do.
Probably be close to the same price. When you end up buying 3 points, it ends up being close to the money line. It's crazy.
Yeah,
but,
I know. But I'm just saying, if for some of the guys, because we got some penny pinchers out there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I get it, but it ends up you got to look at what the price is. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
you got Maryland at nasty Iowa today.
Yeah.
We got Maryland is 19-4, 7-12-1 against the spread. Maryland is 1-5 against the spread in the last 6 games. However, they're 19-4 straight up in the last 24 games, where nasty Iowa is 14-8 straight up. Iowa's 12-6 straight up in the last 18 games, and the Iowa's 8-4 straight up in the last 12 games at home. Taking a look at the line here, let me just pull it up. The line is anywhere from 5.5 to 6, with nasty Iowa being favored. Dan, it sounds like you're already drooling all over the computer there. So, what do you think about this game?
I got Maryland here. I like Maryland obviously with the points at +6. I'm also going to throw them, in a 4-point teaser to get them up to +10. But I've watched Iowa this year a little bit, and I know Maryland has been a little disappointing on the road. But I just think that Iowa is going to lose this game. I mean, I'm not going to there and beat them for to really bolster their ranking, their seed, especially going into March. And Iowa just doesn't do anything for me. And when you look at the stats, it just screams to me Maryland. Yep. They score well, they rebound well. Their field goal percentage isn't terrible. They're shooting about 44%. And then, Iowa's shooting about 42%. They're scoring under 70 points a game. I just think that Maryland's going to be able to go in there, and this game's going to be real close. But I think the 6 points is enough to get it done.
Do we have any injuries to report on this ticket here? I don't see any on my board.
I don't see any injuries, and I'm on I'm on ESPN on my iPad right now.
All right. So, guys, if you have any injuries, let us know if we're missing anything, because you know what? We are human, and people do miss stuff here sometimes. But
I'm going to wrap this game. I'm not getting involved with this game.
I don't like
personally.
the game either, dude. It's ugly.
Both of these teams, up and down. I can't really read Maryland this season. I love that they're ranked 17, and in the college hoop rankings, I gotta say this year probably been the worst rankings system as far as the teams that are ranked in their numbers. It's been pretty bad this year, I think, personally.
Well, you know what it is as soon as they crack the top 25, they end up getting smoke showed.
No, I know, but some of the numbers, I think, Dan, you might even elaborate. You got a couple of teams like Oklahoma who's been tearing it up. They can't seem to get to move up at all. And then you got teams that, don't get involved with that Virginia team that kills me, that don't seem to move down at all.
No, I agree. I mean, that's how I feel about Virginia. That's how I feel about Gonzaga. I don't understand, because at one look you're like, oh, they're taking conference into account. It's like obviously the ACC, the Big Ten, things like that. But then you see Gonzaga sticking at number 2 when they're playing close games with garbage teams.
I'm with you.
It doesn't make sense. I mean, you have right now, for instance, you have Purdue ahead of Ohio State in the Big Ten standings. You have Ohio State number 20, and Purdue's not even ranked. So,
well, you know what? The rankings come out. Rankings come out once a week, and you got to remember, you got 2 to 3 to 4 games sometimes in that span.
No, of
course, you know what I mean?
Of course you do. But they've been ahead of Ohio State in the Big Ten for a little.
I think me and Dan are on the same page. It's not necessarily the ranking, so to say. It's the ranking number. You know what I'm saying? Where you got a couple of teams at the bottom that should be closer to the top, and a couple of teams at the top that should be closer maybe to the bottom or the middle, and you're just not moving them. For some reason.
I don't want to get into conspiracy theory stuff or anything like that, but I think, they know obviously where tournament games are going to be played and where the TV ratings are going to be the highest. And as long as the teams get into the tournament with a decent seed, they're not going to care either. So
I absolutely agree with you. Yeah, Dan, me and you are on the same page with that. So, but anyway, go ahead, Katter. We can move on to the next game.
All right, let's move on to the next one and see what.
And by the way, I know a lot of people have been on this Richmond team all year. Stay away from it, man. Stay away from that game. URI is actually pretty good. They've been playing good ball this year. So stay away from Richmond.
And Richmond only gets up to pay VCU.
Yeah. You got Rhode Island at the Richmond Spiders, kid. You got the line is anywhere from 4.5 to 5. Taking a look at this game here real quick.
Get off of that game, dog.
Nah,
that game's bad. Just stay away.
Get off of that game.
Is it bad?
Yeah.
Bad game. Richmond is given 4.5. URI has not been a bad team this year. Just really stay away.
URI is actually statistically better in a lot of different categories and getting points. So I agree with you guys. I think there's way better games than that on the board, but I have not found one yet that is making me excited. I'll be honest with you.
Well, we got Ohio State
coming up for you.
Hold on.
Miami, Clemson.
Yep. Yeah, no, we're still going to them. I'm breaking them down as we go and trying to find some stuff. So
here you go, kid. Here's another one I'm on. I think you might like this on the money line.
What's that?
This Oregon State team at home against Washington.
Okay.
All right. If you look into it, Washington they're 14-8, but they've lost 4 games in a row. That obviously at Utah, a tough game. Stanford lost by 10. They lost to Cal at home by 2. They lost at Oregon, and Oregon is not that good. Now they're at Oregon State. It's -4, I think, straight up. I don't think you can get it any better than that. Let me see. No, all 4s on sportsbetterstv.com. But Oregon State should have no problem with this game. Should have no problem.
Looks kind of tight to me, to be honest with you.
Taking
a look at it, because, I look at statistics. Washington is scoring 70 points a game, where Oregon State's only scoring 62, dude. So, when I look at that offense, that's the first thing I look at offensively, what they're putting up. So, and taking a look at it, Oregon State's defense is better, letting up 56.6, which is pretty dope, to be honest with you. They got to be ranked, somewhere in the, let's see, ranked 12th in the nation in defensive points allowed. So
yeah, I mean, then they've won their last 3 home games. Obviously against UCLA, USC, and Washington State at home. Obviously sandwiched in between two road losses to Arizona and Arizona State. Really, no shame in that. Yep. But I don't know, man. I mean, I think that they take care of business against Washington. Washington has just not been playing good basketball. I look at those stats just the same as you do, but I'm looking at momentum here, and you got a team limping into Oregon State.
Take a look at it and see where it lands, my brothers. All right, so the next one I got on a ticket here. Let me pop this up and see what we got. We got Ohio State on the road. Whoa! And you know how awful they are on the road, but they are playing Rutgers in New York. We got Ohio State is minus 10 to 10.5. We got the under-over anywhere from 129.5, pretty much 129.5 everywhere you look it up. Ohio State, let me take a look. The Ohio State is 17-6. They are 1-9-1 against the spread in the last 11 games on the road. Wow. Damn, kid.
Yeah,
you're betting them on the road. You got you're in a you're in a tough spot, let me tell you. Rutgers is 0-5 straight up in the last 5 games, though. Rutgers is 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games, and they're actually riding a 7-game losing streak. Wow, this got ugly written all over for me personally. I think the Ohio State can smack it down on them, though. Don't you think, Dream?
Yeah, I'm big on Ohio State. I like Ohio State today, especially coming off their last loss, which had to be painful to them. I like them, and the thing I like about Ohio State is, like I said before, college basketball is so predicated upon good guard play, and Ohio State's got pretty good guard play, so I think that will be, to their advantage. I don't love this game, but I do like Ohio State.
You're gonna get rid of the points and put it with something, though?
I'm not. I don't think this is gonna be one of my plays. To be honest with you, dog. I don't.
All right.
I mean, I know you're talking about a Rutgers team that's lost 7 in a row, but you got to remember the last one they did have at home was against Wisconsin.
Yeah, right. They beat Wisconsin, dude, didn't they?
Right. They beat Wisconsin at home, and then they obviously got smoked by Michigan State by 20. But their home games, even though they've lost, they've been pretty close, even against some good teams. And, I can't touch it.
Yeah.
And I've talked about that Wisconsin team, and I know everybody loves them, but I've talked about Wisconsin and their, non-athleticism. And if
they
they're
love
not
the European center.
Right. If they're not, you know what? That's what the new basketball is about. If you're 7 foot, did you see the kid from Kentucky last night take the 3-point shot? I almost fell off my chair.
I know. It's crazy.
That's like what basketball is about. I'll tell you though, Ohio State's their loss to Purdue really irks me. That's the one game I just don't get for them, which is why I'm maybe not so crazy about them playing Rutgers today, and we'll watch them. And I know you can't be biased with these and AR kids, but that was a bad loss to Purdue for them. They really should have showed up and should have got that game. They had a lot of momentum going in that game. They had won their last 3. So I'm going to watch tonight. I like them, but I just don't trust them on the road in Rutgers. I mean, they should win by all means. I said the point guard play predicates their win, but I just feel there's safer games in other areas than to be involved with that one.
We'll see where it lands. I'm looking at it. I'm kind of, I don't know. I'll go back to it. I got to find some other games first, though. All right, so I can't bet Rutgers, obviously. I can't. There's no way to bet Rutgers. So I'm just looking at Ohio State. I look at trends that have to turn around at some point. You know what I mean? That's what I look. I mean, they have this stigma, and everybody's saying Ohio State stinks on the road. You don't think that they hear that in all the tabloids and the papers and a whole package, nonstop. You know what I mean? So
I think they're not even, like I said, they don't even pay attention. We
Oh no, they read it. They read
more
it.
than they do.
They read it, dude. They read it because you know what? You ever hear
Dude,
like
they're kids, man. See, some of them kids don't even pay. They ain't out partying right now, getting up eating breakfast. They ain't trying. Do you know who reads that? The coaching staff. The coaching staff is telling them that right now. They're 20 years old, dude. Come on, man.
Got their feelings hurt.
How many papers did you read when you were 19?
All right.
No, I'm saying you open up the comics, read your horoscope, and then was back at, looking at like the dope cars or whatever in the middle. Yeah, they're paying attention, but they're not.
All right. Let's see where that one goes. Okay, we got. Let's see. Let me take a look. We got Clemson, Miami today.
Yeah, I know.
And there's another good one real quick before that too, which.
All right.
I know it's a junky play, kind of, but Boise State at home, guys.
Let's go to that one first. So you got us.
It's a pick 'em.
They're both riding they're both riding winning streaks here. San Diego State's got 3 in a row. Boise's got 6 in a row. Boise's 5-0 against the spread in the last 5 games and 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games as well. So they're covering the spread and winning outright. San Diego State has kind of fallen off a little bit against the spread the spread purposes. 2-4 in the last 6 games against the spread. 7-1 straight up in the last 8 though. So. The bookmakers are favoring this team.
Defense is what's going to carry them. They're actually 3rd in the country in points allowed. But Boise State will win this game because their offense is just that much better.
You think so?
I mean, they're scoring, I think, like 11 more points a game on average than San Diego State. San Diego State's offense has been really, really bad this year. And I just think Boise gets it done and wins the game at home today.
All right, what's cool is that if you go onto the website right now, sportsbetterstv.com, you could actually find San Diego State +1, and you could find Boise State +1.5. So you could find either one of these teams as an underdog if you wanted to pick a side here. So that's pretty cool, man. So take a look at that, guys. Just click right on the line; it'll show you where to where to play that game. But all right, let me see.
No doubt. And then feel free to fund 2 different accounts and play it at 2 different spots and stomach ache that 1 point.
Yeah, right. Imagine that.
That'll make an exciting Sunday afternoon.
No doubt.
Sweating the Boise State, San Diego State.
It would be awesome if one of them won by, if you had it +1.5 and one of them won by 1 and you hit them both.
And you middled.
Good God.
Definitely.
Give us the pick of that because that would definitely be the dopest play of the day.
Oh, that would. You smiling ear to ear, player.
No doubt.
All right. Papa Smurf is on Ryder Moneyline today.
Love that.
Dude, you know what? He's been on fire, so I gotta listen to this dude. I mean, he sent me like 3 in a row, like boom, 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 like
Ryder money line.
Ryder is -2. They're playing the Manhattan Jaspers in the junkie
Papa
play.
Smurf, you're taking a money line player?
He's taking a money line. It's -135 on a money line with Ryder, but it's -2.
He's been listening to his boy a bit.
Yeah, overs pretty much 132.5 all across the board. Taking a look at this, let me look at it. Let me find it here. Ryder Manhattan is 12-10 straight up, riding a 4-game winning streak. Manhattan is 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games. Ryder is 15-9, 11-3 straight up in the last 14 games, and 6-2 straight up in the last 8 games at home. Ryder's playing, looks like Ryder's the better team here, brother, so you may be onto something, but that line seems a little bit low if they're that much superior. So we got to take a look at the injuries and see if we have anything to talk about on that. So let me take a look and see here. College basketball.
Big ups to following the game cast on that particular game there, as you will not be seeing it on any television.
No.
Like I said, though, here's the thing, guys. For those games, and I know this conference is notorious for it, if you go on that school's website and you go to their athletics, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to find this. You go onto the school's website, you go under athletics. Most of them, they have like students getting credit shooting the game. So most of the time, you can definitely get video of it on these smaller schools that don't have TV deals.
I can't even.
You could do that and put it in with like one of them 100 soccer games that you can't watch neither. Take like Sao Paulo. It just happened and it just check back at like 3 o'clock and either your account is dope or is dusty.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Can't even follow it online. No even live score updates going on.
Hey, let's do the Miami. Let's do the Miami game, the Miami Clemson game, and then let's get over to the NBA.
We got to get over to the NBA. We got to get over to the NBA already. So we got Clemson is at Miami Hurricanes today. The line is Miami is given 5.5 to 6 points on this one. Clemson is 14-8 going into 14-8 Miami. Clemson's riding a 4-game winning streak where Miami is a 3-game losing streak. Dream, what's your take on this game?
Oh, you know what my take is? I can't stand this Miami team. I told you guys the day of the Super Bowl to watch out for this Miami team because I don't know what their deal is. You know, they come out, they're so sporadic, they're so inconsistent. I have no idea what their deal is. I do understand that they are in Miami, and that could be part of the problem because the women in Miami are off the chain. I do get that. But outside of that, I don't know what's wrong with this team.
Yeah, I'm the same way as you, Dream. I thought they were actually going to start making some noise. They're having some good guard play. Here's the thing. I mean, Miami's coming in, obviously at home, but on a 3-game losing streak. You got Clemson, who's, won 6 out of their last 8. 2 losses. Virginia, okay, fine. And Florida State, in-state rivalry game. And they just beat Florida State on the road. So it shows how much that means. I think Clemson comes in here and actually wins the game. I'm getting the 6 points, but I don't even think I need it. I might decide to money line this game later, but I'm definitely taking the 6 points here with Clemson. They've been playing some good basketball. Miami's definitely fell off.
All right. So that's going to conclude our college basketball unless there's anything else on a ticket that I can find us looking real quick. Dream, I don't think there is, though. Having a hard time here with college hoop. I can't really find anything that's of interest. I mean, you got Washington State at Oregon, and you got USC Stanford. Guys, take a look at it. Those aren't until later on at 7 o'clock, 8:30, so maybe we'll go back and forth on Twitter. Maybe we'll go back and forth on Crush the Bookie's little chat rooms that he's got going on, kid.
CB got multiple chat spots
Dude,
for your
last night we were going back and forth about working girls in Vegas, dude. Oh, my God, kid, it was hilarious, dude. Yo, listen, for all you guys that have not been to Vegas yet, let me tell you something. Prepare to get cards on every street corner for advertising girls, man. It is just nuts.
Hey, pattern.
Yeah.
Stop. All right, let's
I'm just saying.
Let's dip over to the NBA, Daddy. Don't start turning up the heat on the Sunday show. You know what I'm saying?
Just remember, guys, don't pay sticker. That's all I'm going to say.
Just remember, guys, there is a chapel on the strip, so you got to watch the way you're
y'all, come on now. Let's get back to the games, man. What are you two talking about?
I don't know. I was talking
upstanding citizens like we are. Knock that off. Come on. Let's get it. Hey, Clippers play the Thunder today. What's going on with that?
Oh, wow. Anyway, we got the...
talking about?
Wow. We got the LA... No, it was just funny going back and forth with these cats, though.
You mean girls that work at, like, the restaurants?
Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Thank you. As we move on in our program.
All right, man. So we got the LA Clips at the OKC Thunder, and the line's anywhere from 4.5 to 5. OKC is trying to get into the playoffs, dude.
No doubt. That's why would they want to miss this year? They only been there every year, and then I expect them to sneak their way in this year, except I don't know that they're going to sneak their way into there today. As the Clippers, the Clippers are coming to play today. I know Chris Paul is a little ornery. He got fined for some comments against the female ref. So I would expect him to come out today and try to really, do his thing today. I think this game's a pretty bad spot for OKC personally.
Yeah. I'm taking a look at that right now. The under-over here is 210 to 211. You know what? These West games, bro. Dude, look at the game the other night that we said might go under. It was like, what?
It went way over.
Great, like 240 points, bro.
Way
so you know
over.
what?
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
But they would not, it got into look, you know what? We're not playing no defense. Everybody's just gonna try to go out all out. But you do
get
have
ready for the All-Star game.
True. You do have the Clippers coming off of they got what 3-game losing streak here. They lost to Brooklyn, which Jesus, they lost to Cleveland, and they lost to Toronto. So I would expect that you're going to see the Clippers come to play today. They are a Doc Rivers coach team, and even though they are ready for the All-Star break, he does not care about it and should have them prepared and ready to come into this game. This is a game that they actually should win and probably need to. So be careful with this game, guys. I know OKC is on a little bit of a tear, and they're trying to make their move as well. But I like the Clippers in today's game, especially if you get rid of the. Are they plus points?
The Clippers are +5, dude.
Yeah, the Clippers are. Yeah,
4.5
I like
to
the
5.
Clippers, man.
4.5 to 5. Yeah, I mean, they've been kind of laying an egg a little bit lately, though, man. So we'll see.
No, I know, but they're a lot more talented than that. It is this is the last leg of their road, their road trip. And OKC still is not where they're not the OKC we're used to. They're putting it together still. I don't know. I don't know if I know that both of these guys are 100% as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might not even have. Check Kevin Durant. I'm almost positive he's playing, but make sure because he may not be playing. But I couldn't see why they would be giving that many points if he's not playing.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. So let me see here. Oh, we got a sore subject right now. We got my boy playing. After he played me the other night, he's playing, but he's got a Lake Show coming in. Oh my God!
Wait, hold on. Somebody told you that your boy he hated that game your boy was in that night.
You know what? Every other game that we leaned hit, and I had to go pick my boy out of everything. That's almost like you and Peyton Ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dog. You really working with me today, huh? You done brought up the Ducks, working girls in Vegas. Now you gonna hit me with some payable?
Yeah, but my boy wants to give 13 to 13. Pretty much 13s all across the board. Under overs 196. Oh, man. Money line is minus 1,000, brother.
Beat Lakers up. I want to lay in the points, obviously, but I think Cleveland does beat the Lakers up today. You know how the Lakers do. The Lakers will probably be competitive for some of the game, but I would expect that at the end, Cleveland will, do their thing.
Yeah, I think so. I think they'll win the game. I mean, 13 points is a lot. I mean, who knows? Who knows with this? I mean, there's just no way Lake Show is going to beat them. So do not moneyline Lake Show at plus 820, guys. Just don't do it because you're better off donating your money somewhere than doing that.
No, but you also got to look into who might be getting their Sunday rest. I mean, you never know in this NBA. Guys don't play every day.
True that. Could take a look at that, definitely. So the next one we got, this is a really, really good game that I'm very interested in. We got the Atlanta Hawks at Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are anywhere from a 2 to 2.5 point favorite. 194 is pretty much all across the board as far as the total is concerned. Dream, Atlanta is coming off that big win with Golden State. Yep. Going into Memphis. I think this is Memphis' time to shine here and show everybody what time it is. What do you think?
I agree with you. I can't get my money involved in it, though, because it could be competitive. And, I love competitive games. I try to pick the blowout. But, this is going to be a good game to watch, the Grizzlies against the Hawks. You guys might be able to make like a halftime adjustment in the second half of this game after you get a look at how they come out. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see the Hawks come in a little bit flat, especially after partying last night in Memphis. Memphis is quite the epicenter of having a good time. Even if they went into Nashville and then got over to Memphis this morning, who knows how they do it. But I like Memphis in this game, but I wouldn't bet. It's going to probably be a little bit tight and close, but I do think Memphis will win the game, but I'm not going to put my money on it.
Yep, and Chris Corey says that RotoWire has Durant in the starting lineup today. So that may be something to take a look at there. Indiana, Charlotte, I'm not really interested in that, but Indiana's given 1 point. Dream, just stop me if you see anything while I'm reading these off. You got Minnesota, Detroit. Minnesota's terrible. Detroit's -7. It's under over 201 to 201.5. Not really feeling that. You got the nasty Bulls coming into Orlando, -6 to 6.5. Under over 202 to 203.
I think they probably get it done there.
I like Chicago. I do.
You guys with this Bulls team, man. You know what?
No. I know what you're saying. I'm not gonna put my money on it, but I do have a lean. I do like Chicago in this spot. Chicago. I mean, Chicago's one of those teams. You got to beat the bad teams you play, okay? And the Magic is a bad team right now. They got all kinds of internal, nonsense going on. The coaching staff, everything's bad going on. So, hey, Chicago needs to go in there and get this win.
All right.
I agree. I mean, I know Chicago's coming off it's going to be a back-to-back for them. But, you also had, Orlando, who had to fly back across the country, too, from L.A., so, Chicago, they have to get this done.
All right. Well, you know what? Every time Chicago needs to get it done and I put money on them, they don't get it done. So I'm a rap with them.
But every time they needed to get it done, you had to look at the situation. They wasn't playing the Magic.
Dude, they were playing the last time I got punched in the face, they were playing the Miami Heat in their building, and Miami came in late to smack it down on them, dude. So
but that was a national televised game on like a Sunday at 1:00 or something like that, and the Heat are still the Heat. I mean, the Heat and the Magic are not the same team, player.
All right. You got a point there. All right.
The Heat did just win they were just world champions, 2 years ago?
So get some, player. Come on.
Well, this is why I think I'll get it, because you got Orlando that won a game on Friday for the first time, I think, in 10 or 11 games. They were on like an 11-game losing streak. They got their win. I think Chicago goes right in there and takes care of it.
Well, I'm definitely not taking it. I'm definitely not taking Chicago, brother. I'm good. I'm good.
All right. No, I hear you, but I happen to agree with Dan. And, it's like throwing an interception, man, when you're a quarter. You can't be, I get like that two-hatter where I get mad if I get on a team and they keep losing. Perfect example is I love the Toronto Maple Leafs yesterday because I knew that they were due. Finally, Edmonton comes in. They were home. All the stars are lined up. The Maple Leafs went crazy yesterday. I didn't play them, though, because we had our other team was on the other side, and once she announced the other side, I'm not going against her because she's just too good. But I did like the Maple Leafs because they were due, and they still stunk it up, but they did win the game. And here we go. This is a game, like Dan's saying, if the Bulls got playoff contentions, they need to beat the bad teams they play and try to, little by little fix this thing up. This is a game that they can go. This is a game that if you lose this game, and come like May, you're regretting that you lost that game to the Magic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Agreed.
I'm feeling you. Dude, real quick on the futures, Cleve is already up to plus 395.
I know.
Oh, man. You know what, dude? They were plus 750 about 3 weeks ago, bro.
Yep.
Oh, it sucks. That sucks really bad. I do like the Spurs plus 1,000, though. I watched them the other night. I mean, they did play Miami, but Spurs are still dope.
They're still the Spurs, brother.
They still
got that
man.
system. They are. They are. I agree with you 100%. You know what? You watched them. They lose just enough games to not fall too far out of it, and then come back winning a few. They're just pacing themselves, man.
I agree. And when they want to put the pedal to the metal, they'll do it. So
they'll do it. Yeah.
You got San Antonio is minus 1.5 to 2 playing at Toronto today. That's an ugly game dude. I would not want to bet against Toronto at home.
No. And the Raptors, honestly, will probably run the Suns up out of that building, to be honest with you, because the Raptors, they run that run and gun fresh, I wouldn't be surprised if my man's Pop sat a few of the Spur guys today, because you know what I'm saying? The Raptors are going to try to get it done today with this.
You get the money line plus 110 with Toronto, so it's pretty good value right there if you wanted to get Toronto in that spot, but we'll see what happens with that. I
agree with you. You could see everybody sitting today, though, for San Antonio.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's see where that one ends up. We've got Portland at Houston. Houston is minus 4.5 to 5. That's interesting. Under over 202.5 to 203. Dream, this this Portland team, man, both of these teams, I watched Portland, do some damage the other night, but then struggle with the Jazz. Houston.
Portland last night, you know what? I don't know if you noticed. Last night, they lost a game that they should have won.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't watching much NBA.
You weren't on that. Last night, Portland lost to. Hold on, let me get in here because this was a funny game. I had actually a kind of a funny story about it. But last night, Portland lost to the Mavericks. Okay, they lost to the Mavericks in overtime. Portland was up by I want to say, almost 10 points at the end of the third quarter. Ended up losing it in the fourth quarter, letting Dallas tie this game and taking it into overtime.
Yeah. Crush the Bookie was on Dallas, huge. And you want to hear something funny? Some cat came in when Dallas was down and said some slick remark to him. Right. And then everybody, dude, the whole fake fam went nuts on this dude. Because you know what? Because Dallas came back. As soon as the cat said something, Dallas came back and tied the game, went into overtime, and actually killed Portland. And the whole fake fam was on this cat. And I was like, this cat's going to leave Twitter right now.
Yeah, he did. So interesting. This is an interesting spot for Portland here. As I thought Portland was turning it around. And he come off that 3-game losing streak. Then they beat Utah. Then they beat Phoenix. Thought they had Dallas last night and they gave it up. And this has seemed to be their problem for most of the season. This is going to be an interesting game to watch here. There may be some halftime adjustments you can make in this game. Guys, look for me later on this game. I might be on it. I might be on Twitter yelling out a second half total maybe in this game tonight. Because I seem to have a little feel for this Portland team in the second half. So let's watch the first half, see what happens, and maybe we can get involved with the second half of this game. See what goes down there. So look for me on Twitter later on in this game.
Last one on the ticket is Phoenix at Sacramento. Phoenix is given 6 to 6.5 at Sacramento, and the under-over is 207 to 208. And Sacramento's got all kinds of problems going on behind the scenes over there.
No doubt. And the Suns, you guys, I know most of our guys like that Suns team, against dusty teams, which that's the situation today. So you guys might be getting involved with the Suns there. I don't mind the Suns winning that game. As you said, Sacramento's got a lot of issues now. The question is does Sacramento band together and get a win or keep playing goofy?
I know.
That's the question.
It's something to stay away from, in my opinion.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So moving over to the ice stream.
Please, because my ice yesterday, if I had got on, oh my God! I would have crushed the ice yesterday.
Well, you know what? You were doing the soccer, kid, so you were doing the football. You know what I mean?
I'm in the football today, too, as I got Barcelona about to kick off. Maybe I could probably already kicked off, so I'll have to not watch it, but just talk about it. Hey, Strong Island is playing the Buffalo Sabres. Can I stop drooling?
Yeah, I'll stop you drooling. I'll take it with you.
Oh, man. Strong Island, man, they got a good win the other night, and I like them to keep their momentum going. This Sabre team caught their win, a couple of nights ago, and are back to their losing, to their losing ways. I do like I like the Island a lot today, man. I do.
You do. Minus 244 on the money.
There it is. It's talking my language right there, baby. That's my speed all day.
Dude, you know what? I got to be honest with you. I have been going back and forth, and what I did was I started like a whole revolution here, okay? What I did was I did hashtag SBTVNation, and guys are sending me their plays, on stuff that they won, that night or whatever, and I'm seeing more and more and more moneyline parlays coming through my screen saying, yo, big ups, guys, thank you, blah, blah, blah. So what I've been doing is I've been retweeting them and putting the hashtag SBTVNation on it, and it's just been like, dude, it's like more and more and more every day. So you know what?
The dope spot, not to cut you off, but the dope spot about this is, Sabres beat Dallas yesterday, okay?
Yeah, so they won 2 out of 3.
Yeah, they got to be feeling themselves right now. And Strong Island is coming in, and they giggling with, we ain't Dallas. You know what I'm saying? My man Tavares is like, yo, you know what? They think they're dope. Let's show them what's up with dope. So, I like the Islanders today. Obviously, listen, We got our sister site over there, our brother, sister, whatever you want to call them, our other family over there. And my girl over there, the fake fam, definitely see what she's on, as her hockey is what mine wishes to be, okay? That's what I'm going to say about that. Her hockey capping is where I wish my hockey stuff could be at. I got some feels, and I got a good feel for the game, but she knows what she's really doing a lot better than I do. But I like the Islanders here, and as long as she's not taking Buffalo, unleash the Kraken. It takes strong Island, especially coming off of their loss to Boston. They'll look to avenge that today against Buffalo. I like the Island to get back in the winning ways. So if they're not in the other direction, let's go for it, gang.
Big ups to Sir Mata saying shout out SBTV for moneyline parlays. So good stuff, man. Hey, you know what? If you look at my record over the last 2 weeks and you see where all my losses have been, most of them have been point spreads. So, you know what? I'm like, oh, what the hell am I doing? You know what I mean? So I just kind of reverted back to a little bit of stomach ache-less plays yesterday. And sure enough, the bank account looks a little bit better. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Dream, you have any other hockey leans before we cut out of here?
Yeah. I got a couple of more leans, guys. These are light, like I said. Check over with the first lady, because her stuff's dope and my stuff is okay. I'm not, trying to brag or boast about my stuff too much, but I am coming back, and I have been pretty hot as of late. The other two leans we're going to have here is we're going to lean on my Predators. Make sure my man Rene, I think I pronounced it right that time, make sure he's in the goal for the Preds. I like the Preds on the road against his Panthers team, as the Preds are a physical team, as I talked about in the past. So I'm pretty much looking to do my usual Preds-Islanders par today. The thing is with these is you got both road situations, and you know how I am about the road, so go easy as far as the level of the money is concerned. Go easy there. And the only other thing you might want to look at is you might want to look at the Rangers playing this Stars team. And we may want – one more thing I want to give you guys. I am no longer – like I money line parlay now, I am no longer taking a total of 5.5 in hockey. If it's 5.5, I'm buying it down to 5. I have noticed quite a bit of time, if you get that down to just 5, you're getting a push as opposed to a loss, and I think the 5 works better than the 5.5. For some reason right now, 5.5 seems to be a heavy number to me, so I am done with 5.5 or 5.5. I'm taking 5 now when I'm doing hockey totals, and you might want to get involved with that Rangers-Stars game. The Stars, I think, are headed in another direction, and the Rangers are headed in a positive direction, and I like the Rangers as well. So I'm liking the Rangers, I'm liking the Islanders, and I'm liking the Predators today.
Good for you, brother. Good for you. So we'll see where it lands. And what's nice about us is that, we're humble here. You know what I mean? We'll always say that, hey, you know what? When our stuff is a little bit off, we'll refer to some other people in the SBTV Nation. You know what I mean? To give us some pointers, man. So that's what it's all about here. You know what I mean?
Well, I just know what my strengths are, and hockey is not my strength. If we was back in football, I'd be telling you, all kinds of stuff and probably being wrong. But
your hockey's been better than.
No, my hockey's been no. I just had I had that little bad half a week that I went through that was rough. But the hockey, you're right, has been pretty consistent. One more note. Ducks Lightning, you might want to get involved with the total on that. Ducks Lightning over, as both teams score goals and score them pretty quickly and frequently. Definitely buy it down to 5, though. Buy it down to 5.
Here's the thing with that, though. When you say hot streaks, cold streaks, all that, any of these seasons, man, I mean, you're talking, hockey, basketball. I mean, you got 80-something games, and, baseball, you got 160 games. You're going to hit cold streaks. It's all about balancing them out,
No doubt. You're right.
over the long haul.
That's what everybody's got to pay attention to. You want to follow someone for a week in in an 82-game season, and you're like, oh, this is dusty. Hey, there's going to be those weeks. It's going to happen to everybody.
Yep. No, you're right, Dan. You're absolutely right. Thank you, brother.
Yep, definitely. No doubt. Definitely. Guys, so we tackled hockey, NBA, and college hoop. I think we touched on everything here, man. There's always it's the first football-less Sunday, but you know what? We got a lot to talk about, man, and I think it was a great show, guys. So big ups to you guys for tearing it up out there, and the SBTV Nation is out there as well on Twitter, guys, and we're having an absolute blast. And you know what? I wish I had more leans for you. I really do, but I don't force it, and I am looking. The only thing of interest to me is The Ohio State University, but so what I may end up doing is doing a moneyline parlay, just leaving that open for a while. You know, I think that's probably...
Throw Indiana in there, man. I'm telling you, Indiana's the bomb today. Take Indiana on the money line. I'm telling you.
All right, I'll take a look at that. If I do that, then I'll just do a two-teamer. I mean,
Come on with me. I'm taking Indiana on the money line today. I am involved with that game.
All right. So we'll see where that one lands, and we'll go from there. All right, so what we're going to do right now, guys, is, Dan, we'll start off with you to do a closeout, let people know what you're feeling. Dream, we'll kick it over to you, and then we'll close it out with me, and we'll be done. Go ahead, Dan.
All right, guys. So, you know, what I got today is I got Quinnipiac, I got Maryland, I got Oregon State, Boise State, and Clemson, all against the spread. And then what I'm also doing with those teams is I'm taking a money line or plus points parlay with it. Little bit of money on that just to see if we can let some things happen. But, you know, hey, I'm just a gambler. If you want to tail me. I'm happy about it. But, you know, hey, bet at your own risk.
Yes.
No
all
doubt.
right. Dream, this is a gambler show, not a handicapper show. It's only a handicapper show when we bring handicappers on to talk.
No doubt. Hey, guys, listen, what I'm about today is I'm about Indiana, and I haven't quite put it all together on the hockey tips, so you're going to have to wait for me to tweet it out if you're interested at all. I'll get at you at some point. Look for it on Twitter. Guys, I used to DM you guys the football because that's my stuff, and that's what I feel my level of expertise is at. So I don't really do the DMs anymore. Plus, it's a pain in the neck, okay? But you guys, I tell you all the time, go look at my tweets, go look at my photos, because I usually take a picture of what I'm doing and put it on, because I don't want to hear Dream ain't playing this. Take a look at the pictures. I do send out a couple of tweets, tell you guys what I'm on if I'm on something. I'll get that out later after I figure out what I'm doing. I got to put it all together. I don't know where I'm comfortable at, but I do know that Indiana money line is definitely part of my equation today, as I love them today. I don't know if I'm going to leave it open. I don't know if I'm going to mix it with hockey. I don't know if I'm going to put some hoop in it. So as I figure it out, I'll put it out and tweet it out to you guys.
All day. And what I'm looking at The Ohio State University to win the game at Rutgers, okay? And I may end up getting involved with this Indiana play. I don't know yet, guys.
I'm gonna join you with that.
I like it. I'll
jump on that with you. I'm gonna take Ohio State with you. I'm gonna do an Indiana Ohio State money line parlay with you.
All right, I think that might be the move. I'm gonna just finalize my homework on Indiana just to make sure that we're okay there. I know their leading scorer was out in the last game, so we got to take a look at that. Even though they did cover against Wisconsin, they held tough with Wisconsin, but we'll see where it ends up landing. We'll put it out later. This might be a Dream Hatter little specialty play here.
Collabo.
And we'll see where it lands. But, guys, we are Sports Bettors TV. We are the biggest show in the world. Email us now if you want to get down with us and stay with us at the MGM Grand Casino. Obviously, we'll be, rocking and rolling there with, we got a block of 100 rooms. We got some left to fill, so it's SBTV Vegas 2015 at gmail.com. It's SBTV Vegas 2015 at gmail.com. Hit us up so we can get you confirmed and ready to rock. We're 6 weeks away from the big events out there. Looking forward to it. Big shout out to the Queen of Odds for making that happen. We love her to death, and we love you guys to death. All 178 countries that have seen the biggest show in the world, guys. Sports Bettors TV, sportsbettorstv.com. Take a look at it. All the sports books are there. All the shows are there. Everything is there, guys, for your gambling pleasure. We love you to death. Go out there, go easy with some of these junkie plays, but get that money. Take care.
Peace.